All right. That's my ROI times 5. And I'll just briefly touch on it. Now, I'm sure I've shared this before on a podcast, but I'll do it again now so it locks in to your brain. What did we say was the number one fear of our investor at the beginning of our journey in the early slides with the 90-30? It was the loss of money. So their primary motivation is the return of their investment. And that's your job when you're giving the plan, is to show them how safe you are so they see how safe they are. Next, they want a return on intellect. They want to learn something. So just because you've got the knowledge, you might, if you go to a bank, the bank doesn't say, oh, by the way, I'll give you a couple of % off if you show me what you're doing. Do they? No. The bank's not interested in learning, but private investors are. The next one is return on interaction, which is a sense of pride, of belonging, of community, of interaction with you as a brand. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be a brand so that people can feel connected to you. The next is return on impact. What are you doing in the world that's bigger than you? Who are you serving that they will understand? And is it supported living and it's people with special needs? Is it helping veterans? Is it green energy? Is it modular construction? What's your story that gives something unique so people can feel the impact? And some of you are already doing this, but just underplaying it. And then the final one is return on investment. Now, my experience, if you deliver these 5 ROIs and 4 of them don't cost you anything, you can normally reduce the cost of your borrowing by about 20%. That's huge. It's just harnessing what you already do and creating it into a process. And that process is the flows. Before money, during money, and after money. There are 3 steps in the process: the before, the during, and the after. And this is a bit like dating, I suppose. You got the dating going on at the beginning. Won't talk about the during, and the after is when you get married and all that stops anyway. But you know what I'm saying? You've got a before, a during, and after to think about. This is before money, during money, after money. I'm only going to do the before today, right? Because it would be too long for me to do the during and the after. So just the before. So only that step. And I call this my 10 pillars of trust. And each one of these represents something that if you're going to craft a document before the money, this is the story of your business. This is your story that you tell the investor that when you do it, will have them investing with you irresistibly so.